Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're going to dive into something pretty cool, a totally new way to think about how all our business systems talk to each other. We're talking about moving from these slow, clunky data transfers to a world where information just flows in real time.
Okay, so let's just jump right in with a question that I'm betting hits close to home for a lot of you. Why is it that in an age of instant everything, we're still stuck making critical business decisions based on yesterday's data?
Well, to really get to the bottom of that, we have to look at how we've traditionally moved data around. And it turns out the methods most companies have been using for decades, they're the actual source of the problem. They're the reason for that frustrating delay.
You can really think of it as a tale of two models. On one side, you've got the old way. Scheduled batches, point-to-point APIs. It's like waiting for a delivery truck to show up once a day with a big bag of mail. By the time you get it, it's already old news. But on the other side, we've got this event-driven model. Now that is like a live streaming news feed. The second something happens, you know about it. And here's the kicker. Those old methods, the ones often called ETL, they don't just create slow systems, they create incredibly brittle ones. They break all the time. And when they do, good luck figuring out what went wrong. It's like trying to find the needle in a haystack inside a locked black box. The whole process is completely opaque.
So what's the alternative, right? Well, it's not just about getting a new tool. It's a fundamental shift in philosophy, a complete paradigm shift. We're moving away from this idea of periodically pulling data in big, clunky batches to streaming it continuously as things actually happen.
And right at the heart of this new model is this really elegant concept called event sourcing. Now get this, instead of updating a record and just overwriting the old data, poof, it's gone. We capture every single change, every update, every creation, every deletion. It's all recorded as a permanent, unchangeable event in a log. Nothing is ever lost, it's all there.
And this is how it works in the real world, this publish and subscribe model. Just imagine a single change happens, okay? A customer updates their address. That event gets published once to a central hub. And from there, any system that cares, your CRM, your billing system, your analytics platform, they can all subscribe to that feed and react at the same time, in parallel. No more systems waiting in line for their turn.
Now, this whole event-driven approach, it unlocks some seriously powerful new capabilities for our systems. You could honestly call them superpowers, because they directly solve all those painful problems we had with the old, brittle model.
And this leads to 4 key advantages, or superpowers if you will. You get temporal modeling, which is basically data time travel. You get version projections, so you can evolve systems without breaking them. You get massive scalability and resilience baked right in. And finally, you get perfect explainability and auditability, a crystal clear trail of everything. Let's break down a couple of these.
Okay, this first one is fascinating. It's basically time travel for your data. Seriously, because every single change is saved as an event, you can literally ask your system, hey, what did this customer's record look like at 3:15 p.m. last Tuesday? And it'll give you the exact answer. As the quote here says, that's something that's generally not possible in your standard traditional database.
This also completely changes the game for how you handle updates. In the old world, if you wanted to change your data structure, you had to schedule downtime, send out emails, cross your fingers. It was a whole thing. But with this new approach, you use something called version projections. Think of it like creating new views of your data without ever deleting the old ones. The result? You can roll out huge changes with zero downtime. You can evolve your systems on the fly.
And this is so crucial. You finally get complete visibility. Remember that black box we talked about? Those opaque, impossible to debug integrations? They're replaced by a totally transparent, traceable event log. If something goes sideways, you have a perfect audit trail. You can see exactly what changed, when it changed, and why. The black box is gone. For good.
All right, so let's shift gears a bit. Let's see how all of this theory actually builds into solving real, tangible problems that businesses are facing every single day. Because this isn't just an academic exercise. It has a massive practical impact.
And the applications are, well, they're everywhere. In finance, it provides that bulletproof audit trail you absolutely need for compliance. For anyone in retail, it's the key to creating that perfect customer 360 view by syncing your CRM and ERP in real time. It's also the backbone for any serious real-time analytics, and it's what makes modern microservices actually work together without becoming a tangled mess.
Let's go back to that customer who changed their address. In this model, that one single event immediately fans out and it synchronizes every system that needs to know all at once. So your sales team, your finance department, your marketing folks, everyone has a consistent up-to-the-second view of that customer. No more discrepancies.
So what's the big takeaway here? What does all this really mean? Why is this more than just another piece of tech? Why does it represent such a fundamental shift in how we should be building our digital businesses?
It really is a complete paradigm shift. I mean, yeah, you get the near-zero latency of continuous streaming, which is amazing, but you also get these incredible side benefits like loose coupling. That means you can plug in a brand new application that needs that same data, and you don't have to rebuild everything from scratch. You're creating systems that aren't just faster, but are fundamentally more flexible, more adaptable, and more resilient.
I think the best way to sum it up is with this analogy. The old way gives you a static photo album of your data, just occasional snapshots in time. This new way, it gives you the full movie reel, the complete, unabridged history of everything that has ever happened from the very beginning.
And that leaves us with one last thought to chew on. Having access to your data's full life story. That doesn't just help you solve today's problems with things like audits. It completely opens up a new world of questions you can start asking. So if your data could tell its entire story, what secrets, what new opportunities, what would it reveal?